In the end of 2010, we began God's design community in the city of Lviv with a clear purpose to make disciples of Jesus. There were lots of blessings and challenges since then, but most importantly, we've experienced God's amazing grace and His power working in us and through us. It came naturally that we were mainly working with three groups: students, young adults, and families with small kids. In the early years, we focused more on young people, offering help in their practical needs. For example, improving English is always in high demand among students of Lviv. So we did a weekly English club, offering free English lessons. And part of this club was also a Bible study. Later, we also did different seminars and discussion panels on various topics that were relevant for young people starting the adult life. But most importantly, all that was an environment in which relationships and friendship with Christians were formed, and through that, people were becoming more interested in God. Over the years, through our events, we had a couple hundred students and young adults hearing the gospel and considering following Jesus. Many of them believed, some joined our church and other churches, and some are still searching. But what really matters, God's Word was sown in their minds and hearts, and we know that He will continue to work with that in His timing. As our church grew and people started to get married and have families, it was natural to think more about reaching that group in our city as well. So we started to serve families with small kids. We organized different holiday events and also regular meetings on the weekend. While kids had fun playing, learning English, and had Bible lessons, we had discussions with their parents about challenges and blessings of parenthood, sharing with them godly principles of raising kids. This is actually a big need in Ukraine, as there are lots of families facing challenges. Divorce rate is very high, and often kids grow up in single-parent home and may be neglected or even abused. Parents often just don't know how to raise kids. They have good intentions, but use bad methods. It was very encouraging to hear feedback from those who went through our parenting classes that it really helped them with their kids. Another need in our community that we tried to help with was serving refugees from the war zone from eastern Ukraine. We organized a couple welcome events for them and try to help find jobs and accommodations, help financially, help with whatever they need. So, during work year, we usually do all these events and grow in our relationship with people. But then in the summer, we invite them to camps, offering affordable vacation. In the early years, it was mainly for students, but last couple of years, we had it open for all ages. Usually, we spend 8-10 days in the camp, and through close conversations and life together, we share gospel more in depth with our new friends and discuss what it means to believe in Jesus and be His follower. The benefit of such setting is that people there are without typical daily busyness and distractions and able to digest spiritual matters more. For many people, those camps were a place of spiritual birth, or at least significant step forward on their journey. Also, we put big emphasis on personal evangelism and then discipleship and mentoring. We aim that every new Christian has someone older in faith to look after them. Usually, it happens best when people naturally connect through friendship. They meet regularly to read Bible, to pray and share their walk with Christ, mutually encouraging each other to aim for the best that God has for them. My wife Halia usually mentors 4 or 5 girls on a regular basis and many more from time to time. They also have special retreats just for women once in a while. I have regular meetings with 5 guys as well, usually twice a month with each of them, and with many others when needed. Often we also do family mentoring, meeting with couples and helping to see God's perspective on their relational challenges. Speaking of Halia, I'm so thankful to God for her. Beside those things that I've already mentioned, she's also a true prayer warrior. She's a great advice and encouragement for me and a great mother for our children. Without her, I wouldn't be who I am and wouldn't be able to serve the same way. So, God has been at work in our midst. He really blessed us and added those who believe. 26 people were baptized and many more are attending and learning about God. Now, throughout the week, we regularly have relationships with about 50 people attending different church groups, gatherings, and events.